Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. My name's Rob. Sorry I'm a little bit late this morning, but still trying to get over that cold and that cough, and it's really been a pain in the backside this morning. So it is currently, well, I had to get a hold of my doctor, and he's supposed to call me back. So we'll see what's going on with that. Let's see, today is May 9th. Happy birthday, Dad. He would have been 82 today, so it is what it is. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good Mother's Day for those that are moms or still have their moms. Unfortunately, my mom passed away a few years ago, but uh, hope all the mamas out there had a good day. So, but I have decided, yes, me and my infinite wisdom, yes, no, but we're going to be doing franchise. So we're gonna start new. We're going to load saved rosters. And we're doing the Roster Vault Full Miners 22 by Riding Rosters. And I decided last week, using that little formula that I figured out, I'm going to be using the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, AAA affiliate is the Indianapolis Indians, and the AA affiliate is the Altoona Curve. See, they got a $90 million budget, which isn't much. Ranking 29th, contact 29th, 30th in power, 27th in pitching, 20th in defense, and 14th in speed. So, we got a lot of work to do with this team. So, but be that as it may, this is the franchise that I have decided on. So we'll see what happens, and we're going to go ahead and advance. I'm going to turn the GM contracts off. Otherwise, I'll probably get fired. That's not going to be very good for the franchise. Well, it might be great for the franchise, but won't be good for my franchise videos. CPU roster control, CPU trading on, ignore budgets off. Force trades off, designated hitter on, extra inning runner, I'm going to leave that on. And that's pretty much how we're going to run with that. We're going to set these all to manual. And hopefully I won't confuse myself. So I'll probably be doing this once a week. It's probably going to be a Monday thing going forward. So we'll see how it goes. But right now I'm just kind of going to get started and see what happens with it. So here goes nothing. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and pop to the regular season. Alright, so let's see what the scouting's doing. Our scouting tutorial. Exit that. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit that. Yes, I know. Scouting is essential. Alright. Who do we want to scout? That is the question. Alright, so let's see. He does better with position players, so we will go with, let's see, infield. He's better with discovery, so let's see here, and efficiency. We'll go with outfield. Catcher. We'll do that. And hopefully, well, we don't have anybody for pitchers, so let's see. I'm probably gonna switch. What to do? Let's switch him. Switch him to pitchers. And we will switch. Let's see. We'll switch him to. He's got infield. We switched. We'll switch him to outfield. So Alright, so there's our scouting assignments, so we'll see how that goes. I'll review sponsorships, and then we'll go ahead and just pop a few in here. Which ones do we actually have? We don't have very many because I have a tendency to sell them. So, but hey, well, we'll do this. In-game ticker, 30,000 per win. Active replay, 20,000 per stolen base. Batter walk up. Let's see here. We'll go with 2,500 per strikeout. Hopefully that'll work. Alright, there's our budget. Projected revenue 116, projected payroll 70 million. Projected surplus 45, so we've actually got available budget of 50 million, so we'll see how that goes. You can see Brian Hayes, he's probably he definitely is Roberto Perez. I did not realize he was an 85 overall. Nice to know. Let's sort by overall. So, Brian Hayes is an 85. He's on the first year of an 8-year contract. Really? Okay. Roberto Perez, 1 year. So he's been coming up on free agency, and a lot of these guys are coming up on free agency. Well, he's renewable. And Bednar and Thompson are both renewable for at least 1 or 2 more years. Chavis, Vogelback, both arbitration eligible. Marisnik's going to be a free agent. We'll see how he does. O'Neal Cruz, who I am expecting big things out of, hopefully will become our starting shortstop. So, and he will be worth the Newman's down there, 1.9 million in AAA. All right, well, we gotta, and then we get down in the 60s, and everything's kind of so. But that's what the budget looks like right now. Pardon me. So that's what all the budgets look like right now. So got a lot of young players, and we got a lot of not so very good players. So, but it is what it is. All right. Let's see here. Set my trade block. Don't want to set my trade block. Let's see here. Let's go in here. Let's go look at the roster. Oh yeah, I forget. They just changed it to 26 a few years ago, so I'm fine with that. And we got 16 down in single A, so. But there we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So let's see. Our starting pitchers are currently Zach Thompson, Wolf, JT Brubaker, Mitch Keller, Jose Quintana, who was good at one time, not so much anymore, and Bryce Wilson. I'm thinking Quinn Priester is supposed to be one of their big young arms. Got an A potential, so hopefully he'll make it up through the minors fairly quickly. And then you got Max Kranick, who's only a C. Let's see here. Sort by potential. Quinn Priester is the only A potential we have in the minors. Lovely. And we've only got 5 B potentials. Oh, as far as starting pitchers go. So, Yuri De Los Santos, the best relief pitcher potential we've got. So, and he's down in A ball. So, closing pitchers, Bednar. No. Need to get some pitching. Need to get some hitting. Need to get some pitching. Need to get some defense. Got a whole lot of needs on this team. So right now we've got a solid backstop with a solid, well, not quite solid, but a serviceable, I guess, backup catcher. So Vogelback going to be at first. He's a little slugging first baseman. And we got what could be some. We got a whole lot of nothing, is what it looks like. That's Nick Gonzalez. Gonna have to keep an eye on him down there in A potential in Double A. So we'll have to see how he progresses. Why do we have 5 second basemen on the roster? You're killing me. My goodness. I'm not quite sure what the flip is going on here. Cole Tucker, he's supposed to be a decent prospect, but he's only a C potential. So O'Neal Cruz is going to be starting for us, and we're really going to be counting on him. No left fielders out there. Only we got Brian Reynolds and Jake Marisnik. Got Sawinski and Gamble. So scary roster, very scary roster. All right, so here's the depth chart. You got Marisnik in left with Gamble backing him up. Reynolds in center with Gamble as the backup. Sawinski in right with Gamble as the backup. So we've got 4 outfielders on the line on the roster. So we've got Cabrian Hayes at third, who's actually a pretty good player. O'Neal Cruz, who has the potential to be a good player at short. Michael Chavis, who's actually better than I thought he was, and Vogelback, he's a stopgap first baseman. So their offense is a little better than I thought. So it's not horrible, but it's definitely not world beating by any stretch. And Roberto Perez behind the plate. Bednar, Stratton, Peters, Banda, Fletcher in the bullpen. Relief pitchers. More relief pitchers. Underwood and Kranick. Okay. There's your starters. We got a six-man rotation. Is that what we got here? Apparently he's a high-priced talent. Well, at this point he's just high-priced. All right, so we'll see what it's looking like in 23. And it clears out quite a bit. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So, but we knew that coming in. All right, so there's the roster set up. Let's see here. The lineups. Brian Hayes, Diego Castillo. Oh, I forgot we've got a DH is on, so that will help with pitching, I guess. All right. That's not very good lineups either way, but it is what it is. We got Thompson, Keller, Brubaker, Quintana, and Wilson. All right. I have a feeling Quinn Priester will be up sooner rather than later, but we're going to let him kind of develop it in the minors for now. Bullpen is just atrocious other than Bednar and Stratton. The rest of it's just like, ugh. But that's what happens when you've only got put critical situations on. Training, we'll probably just auto-train everything, so that way we can don't have to worry about that a whole lot. All right. Starting pitcher, pitching coach, Quinn Priester, pitching coach session, so. All right. Relief pitcher, pitching coach, combination toss, pitch simulating game. Yeah. Sprints, that's funny. Doggone it. Gotta get back to Vogelback. sprints. They had him on sprints, so it's like, I am not. He is not going to be sprinting. All right. O'Neal Cruz, batting cages. He probably needs to work on his fielding, to be honest, but durability is 82, so that's good. Durability for Newman is 90. So if Cruz struggles, we've got Newman down in AAA to bring up. So we'll see what happens. Reynolds, who's pretty much one of the few good players on the team, to be honest. All right. There's that. Here's the budget again. Blah, 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 blah. 55 million in 22. 16 million in 23, 24, 25, and 26. There's only 8 million on the books. So that tells you what we're looking at. We've got 50 million available budget. So, all right. GM goals. Luckily, I don't have to worry about this. So let's look at some free agents. All right. We need a starting pitcher, but that's Roki Sasaki. 67 hits per 9. I don't know that I want to really be dipping into the free agent market right away. Obviously, I know we will at some point, but I really want to see what we can get with the players first. So let's get out of that for now. Scouting, we got the scouting going. Trades. Use the trade block, nobody on there yet. Transactions. Nothing pending. Let's see, Rockies, blah, blah, blah. Pirates to Greensboro. Alright, hey. Contracts. Coaches. The only ones we'll really have to worry about after this year is going to be the pitching coach and the third base coach. And he's a B and he is a C. So we really need a better pitching coach. But I'm not going to fire him and waste that money at this point. I'm already talking like I'm talking. Pirates GM. Nope, not going to waste the money. All right. The stadium assignments. I could always change the stadiums. But I really do like that stadium, so I'm not going to change it. Waterbridge Field, I might change that. So no, I'm not going to change it. Not going to change it. Just leave it as it is. All right. So as I was saying the other day, the first game is going to be locked on the starting pitcher. So SP1. So starter number 1. And the first game is going to be against the Cardinals. simulate game. Yes, all preceding games will be simulated. So we're going to go with the pitcher, Zach Thompson. Yes, I like to enter the game with Thompson. So here we go with the first game of the Pirates franchise. We'll see what happens here. That's my baby boy. It's okay, baby. Pardon me. And it's opening day with the pregame festivities, the fireworks going on in the background. And look at that. Full jam-packed stadium here at PNC Park. Take a good look at that because it probably won't be happening very much during the season. So, opening day between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Can the Pirates get off to a good start? That is the question. So with all the youngsters on this team and all the less than optimal talent on this team, we'll see what happens. And there's the Cardinals rankings last year in the NL Central. And here come the Pirates to take the field for the home opener with Zach Thompson taking the bump. Well, actually, the stats weren't bad last year. His record was not good, but 1.21 whip isn't bad. Almost 3-1 strikeouts to walks. He had less hits than innings pitched, so he can pitch. And I don't remember what settings I have this on. Let's see here. Gameplay. Legend on batting and base running. Legend on pitching. Okie dokie. First pitch. Cutter misses low and inside to the leadoff man, Tommy Edman, who won the Gold Glove at second base last year for the Cardinals. A lot of good defenders on the Cardinals, so we're going to have to really hit the ball well if we're going to get past them. Can he get him? Not in time. Bunt base hit for Tommy Edman. Well, you can always tell how the season's going to go with the first batter of the year. There's the replay. And he just beats it by a step. Nice bunt by Edman. That brings up Edmundo Sosa. He's been more of a utility player, but he's getting a chance to start here. And the curve is low and in the dirt. And I am going to plug in my controller real quick. Alright, so 1-0 to the second place hitter for the Cardinals. Check the runner at first. And the 1-0 pitch. Out to short right center. Right fielder's there. Under it and squeezes it for out number 1 as Edman retreats to first. So 1 out here in the top half of the first. This brings up the slugging third baseman for the Cardinals. Nolan Arenado hit a .255 with 34 bombs and 105 RBIs last season. Also known for his stellar defense at the hot corner. So let's see what we can do here. First pitch to Arenado. Fastball fouled off down the right side and out of play. Alright, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base as he took off on a off-speed pitch, so that gave him a little bit extra time. And he was in there easily. So he's in scoring position now with 1 out. Here comes the 1-1 delivery to Arenado. Check swing, called strike 2. That's 1-2 now for Thompson. Really looking to Really looking to get Arenado here and not have him push that run across here in the first. Still only one out, 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2 delivery to Arenado. Cutter at the knees, calls strike 3, and that's a big out there for Thompson. Strikes out Arenado looking. And there's 2 out now for the cleanup man for the Cardinals. As we take a look at that replay right there, as Paul Goldschmidt steps in. Came over from the Diamondbacks a few years ago. Traded sent Carson Kelly to the D-backs. Curveball misses low and away. Ball 1. Let's see Goldschmidt's stats for last year. 294, 879 OPS, 31 homers, and just shy of 100 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Out to left center. It's out there way back, way back. It's going to drop and bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. An RBI on the play, and it's 1-0 Cardinals here in the first. As that pitch caught all the middle of the plate and then bounced over the wall for a ground rule double for Arenado, or pardon me, Goldschmidt. And that brings up Corey Dickerson for the Birds. Man in scoring position again. 1-0 lead, 2 outs. First pitch to Dickerson. Cutter misses inside, ball 1. So not exactly the way I wanted to start this season here, as we're trailing early. Really want to get Dickerson out here. Don't want the Cardinals to get a crooked number in the first. Foul ball, out of play down the left side, and the count is even at 1-1. The 1-1 delivery. Changeup, catches the corner at the knees, called strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count to Dickerson. Thompson trying to get out of the jam. Here comes a 1-2 delivery. Little blooper over to third. Right, Brian Hayes across to first to retire the side. So the Cardinals strand a runner, but they push one across in the top half. 1-0 Cardinals. Pirates coming to bat. Well, I didn't do horrible there, but we'll see how Jack Flaherty does for the Birds. And instead, we're going to fast forward to the action. Still 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. Tyler O'Neill leading off for the Birds here in the top half of the second. Fastball just misses over the inside corner. Don't know where the umpire thought that one was, but he called it ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Misses low with a fastball. 2-0 now. So there you see the umpires. And Tyler O'Neill with the 2-0 count at the plate. The pitch. Fouls off a cutter, out of play down the right side. 2-1 now. To the outfielder for the Cardinals. Gets the sign. And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses up and in. That's 3-1 now. Harrison Bader lurking on deck for the Redbirds. Thompson having a little bit of problems finding the zone here with O'Neill. The 3-1 delivery. Misses low, and that's a 5-pitch walk. Leadoff walk for O'Neill. That brings up Harrison Bader. Fouls off a fastball out of play. As the runner will have to come back to first. Zach Thompson having a little bit of issues here early on. Leadoff walk here to O'Neill. Looking for a double play here if he can get it. And the pitch. Circle change. Taken at the knees. Called strike 2. And Thompson's ahead of Bader. 0-2 here. I'm going to go up and in. The 0-2 delivery. And that was nowhere near where I was putting it, and it was fouled off, out of play. So that was not good control right there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch again. Slow roller. The shortstop. Over second for one. Across to first. Not in time. So they get the force at second. But Bader beat the return throw to first. Nice play by O'Neill to get the runner at second. And Bader just did beat it by a step. So a 6-4 force out. And Bader exchanges places with O'Neill. That brings up Yadi Molina, the longtime Cardinal. It's his last season. And we will see how he does. First pitch. Throws down to second. And they got him. Nice throw there by the catcher. Bader got a good jump, but it was still a strong throw. And Perez nails him. 2-4 on the putout. All right, so 2 outs, nobody on for Yadi. Longtime catcher for the Birds. Fouls off a cutter. Counts even at 1-1 now. This is his 20th season with the Birds behind the plate. He's been a very valuable player for the Cardinals. Swings through a curveball, and it's 1-2 now. Thompson looking to get out of this inning with no damage. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Back up the middle. O'Neill's over. Throws and gets Molina by a couple steps. Nice play by O'Neill Cruz there to end the inning. So he gave up a walk to start off the inning, but retired on a nice strong throw by Perez, the catcher. To the third we go. Still trailing 1-0 as Dylan Carlson steps in to lead off the third. Hit .266 with 18 bombs last year for the Birds. First pitch to Carlson. Curveball taken down the middle for a strike. He's a first-round pick in the 2016 draft, as you can see there. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fouls off the cutter out of play, and it counts 0-2 now to the ninth place hitter for the Birds. Thompson's really wanting to come out with a solid start here. And that's laced down the left field line. It drops in fair. That's going down in the corner. That's going to be extra bases. A leadoff double for Carlson. And just like that, the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position to start the third inning. So, that's a bummer. Really wanted to, especially on an 0-2 pitch. It wasn't a horrible placement, but he put a good swing on it. First pitch to Edman. Cutter misses inside, ball one. Edman had a bunt single and scored in the first inning. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Swings at a cutter over the inside corner. Fouls it off, out of play. Counts even at 1-1 now. Here comes a 1-1 delivery. Circle change just misses low and away, ball two. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. This is high and away. It counts 3-1 now to the Cardinal leadoff batter. Edmundo Sosa waiting on deck. 3-1 popped up on the infield. Cabrian Hayes is there and calls it, squeezes it for out number 1. So that was a nice bit of pitching there to get the pop-up by Thompson. So that retires Edman. And that brings up Edmundo Sosa, who flew out his first time up. First pitch from Thompson. Lazy fly ball, out of play down the right side. 0-1 the count to the 2-hole hitter. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fouls off the cutter and it counts 0-2 now. Thompson gave up that leadoff double. Got Edmund want to pop out. He's 0-2 now to Sosa. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Fouls off a fastball. Count remains 0-2. So, not doing horribly here, but his pitch count is going up slightly. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lazy fly ball pop up. Grabbed by Vogelback just off the dirt rather. So a pair of pop-ups after the leadoff double by Carlson. And that's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter, Nolan Arenado, who struck out his first time. So Thompson trying to wiggle out of this jam here. First pitch to Arenado. Circle change, called strike over the inside corner. Arenado does not agree with it and has a few words for the home plate umpire as he smooths out the dirt. So 0-1 to Arenado. Thompson gets the sign from Perez and the 0-1 pitch. Hard pass, Hayes took a bad hop, and here comes the throw home. Are they going to get him? No. And it's a 2-0 game here. That was a bit of bad luck because that ball took a hard hop on Brian Hayes. Arenado put a good swing on it. Put it in play, that's what can happen. And it's a 2-0 ball game now. As Goldschmidt steps in. Takes a cutter at the knees. Called strike one. Arenado's first RBI of the year. Yes, well, it is their first game, so that only makes sense. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball at the knees. Called strike two. And here comes the 0-2 delivery to Goldschmidt. Cutter misses low and away. Ball one. Arenado takes his lead off first. Thompson gets a sign from Perez. Comes set. And the 1-2 delivery. Over to Brian Hayes, who tosses over to second for the force, and that retires the side. But Cardinals push across another in the third. It's 2-0 Birds. Pirates really need to get the bats moving. There's our announcers, John Schaumby and Chris Singleton. You may have noticed I turned them off. But anyway, Corey Dickerson steps in to lead off the fourth. Still 2-0 Cardinals. First pitch. Cutter just misses the belt. Ball one. Here comes a 1-0 delivery from Thompson. Fastball low and in the dirt. Counts 2-0 now to the fifth place hitter. Thompson almost at 50 pitches now here in the fourth. Here comes a 2-0 delivery. Cutter over the inside corner at the belt. Called strike one. Here comes a 2-1 offering. Up the middle, O'Neal Cruz is there. Curl hops across to first to retire. I just said his name, doggone it. Oh boy. That's the joys of being 50 plus. You forget half the stuff you're talking about. Dickerson, my goodness. So one out here in the fourth. Tyler O'Neill steps in. He walked his first time. Fouled it off. 0-1 the count. Spent his entire 5-year career with the Cardinals. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses low, evens the count at 1-1. So Thompson now at 51 pitches on the day. Really wants to get a 1-2-3 inning here. Swings through a high fastball. Strike two. 1-2 the count now to the Cardinal outfielder. Here comes a 1-2 delivery. Curveball. Bounce back up the middle. Bare hit over to first to retire the Cardinal outfielder O'Neill. Nice play there by Chavez. Nice barehanded pickup. And the throw over to the first baseman. So 2 outs here in the fourth as Harrison Bader steps in. First pitch to Bader. Fouls off the cutter. 0-1 now to the 7th place hitter for the Redbirds. Thompson has settled in decently. He has given up a pair of runs, but had a little bit of bad luck on the second run as it was a kind of a hot shot to third that kind of took a bad hop over Brian Hayes. And the pitch. Popped up, foul and out of play. The count's 0-2 now to the former third-round pick of the Cardinals. And here comes the 0-2 delivery. Slapped hard down the right side. It's going to be in the corner, and that's going to be extra bases. As the right fielder gets it in, but it's a 2-out double for Harrison Bader. And you can see it on the replay. He just hit it where it was pitched. Well, not really. It was right down the middle. He just kind of slapped it the other way. So Yadier Molina steps in. 2 outs. Man in scoring position. Cutter over the inside corner. Called strike 1. Grounded out his first time up on a nice play by O'Neal Cruz. And here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fouls off a fastball, and the count 0-2 now to the Cardinal backstop. Here comes the 0-2 offering from Thompson. Slow out in front. Plenty of time to get Molina, though, as Thompson gets it and throws to first for the out. And that retires the side. The Cardinals leave a man. To the 5th we go. Still 2-0 Birds. So, I'm not sure how I feel about this Pirates franchise. Hey, we scored a run in the 5th, or in the 4th rather, so we cut the lead in half. So what do we need to do now? We need to shut the Cardinals down here and get back to batting. So Dylan Carlson leads off. He doubled his last time up. Here's the pitch. Cutter at the belt, called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Carlson. Low and inside. Almost hit him with that cutter. Counts even at 1-1 now. The 1-1 offering. Slap hard. Nice! Jumping grab by Brian Hayes. Heck of a play there at third. As that ball was scalded, and Carlson is robbed of at least a single. So that brings up Tommy Edman. He had a bunt single in the first and scored. And the first pitch to Edman from Thompson. Fastball, fouled loudly down the right side, but out of play. 0-1 now. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Edman. Curveball misses low, ball 1. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch to Edman. Cutter over the inside corner at the belt. Counts 1-2 now. The 1-2 offering. Just gets a piece of the sinker. Count remains 1-2. Zach Thompson up over 65 pitches now. His day might be getting very close to being over, especially for the season opener. Fouls off another one. Count stays 1-2. Edman making Thompson work here. Here comes a 1-2 delivery. Curveball misses low. Counts even at 2-2. So Tommy Edman being a little grinder here, making Thompson raise his pitch count. Called strike 3 over the inside corner at the belt, and that's 2 outs here in the 5th. That's a nice pitch there by Thompson. I don't think Edman was expecting that pitch there, as he was completely locked up. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. Cardinals up by 1, and Mundo Sosa steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to the Cardinals infielder. Blooped, foul down the right side. The ball boy is closer to it than anybody else. So it's 0-1 now to number 63. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Spanked right back up the middle. Shot into center for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Sosa. And that's going to bring up Nolan Arenado. We really didn't want to have Arenado coming up with anybody on base. See, we've got Kranick and Banda up in the bullpen. Oh, that bullpen is just scary looking. So Arenado struck out his first time, singled his last time up. So got Edmundo Sosa, who's got a lot of speed, but he doesn't steal all that well. And ripped to 71 pitches so far with Thompson. I don't think the leash is going to be very long with him right now. First pitch to Arenado. Slapped hard in the right field for a base hit. And there's 2 on now with 2 out, and that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. And that might be it for Thompson. As that fastball was just right down the middle. Nice swing by Arenado. And nope, they're going to let him pitch to Goldschmidt. So 2 outs, 2 on here in the 5th. Really don't want to give up anything to the Cardinals here. We just got a run on the board. We really want to take the advantage and get the momentum still on our side, but it's not looking good at the moment as Thompson is struggling here late in the inning. First pitch is a ball well inside to Goldschmidt. 1-0 now. The 1-0 pitch. In the dirt. There's the runner goes to third. And they throw him out as he tries to advance. Nice throw by Perez, and that gets Thompson out of a nice little pickle. So Perez, Hayes, and Castillo due up for the Pirates. That may be the last inning for Thompson. We'll see. Nope. They let Thompson come out to start the 6th. I'm a little surprised, but Goldschmidt will re-enter the batter's box. He was in the box when Sosa got thrown out at third to end the 5th. So the first pitch here in the 6th to Goldschmidt. Fastball over the inside corner, called strike 1. So Goldschmidt, they sent Carson Kelly and other players to the Diamondbacks for Goldschmidt back in 2018. Carson Kelly has turned into a very decent catcher for the D-backs, so all in all, not a horrible trade. The pitch, curveball misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. And there you can see the Rays and the Guardians have 6 top 100 prospects on the rankings. Yes, that's just some random information that I really wanted to know. Fastball fouled off out of play down the right side. The count's 1-2 now to the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. The cleanup man for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch. Just gets a piece of that curve, or that changeup rather. Count remains 1-2. Thompson gave up 2 early. He's been doing a little bit of tightrope walk some innings, but overall, you can't complain too much about this outing. The 1-2. Just got a piece of the curveball to foul it off. The count remains 1-2. Goldschmidt looked like he was a little fooled on that one. So the 1-2 delivery. And we'll try that curveball again. Curveball just misses. Counts even at 2-2 now. Here comes a 2-2 delivery. Fastball just misses and the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch to Goldschmidt. And it's ball 4. He walks the leadoff man here in the 6th. Second walk of the day for Thompson. That looks like it's it for the starter. So we didn't do horrible, but we didn't do all that great either. So not quite 6 innings. So we got 5 innings plus as he takes the long walk back to the bench. Max Kranick gets the call from the bullpen. Oh boy. 38.2, 38 2/3 innings, 6.28 ERA, 1.71 whip. Ooh. All right, Zach Thompson was relieved. All right. So, let's take a look at the stats. So, Thompson had 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, two earned. He's responsible for the man on base, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So, 0.2 batters faced, and just gotta build on that. He didn't pitch horribly. Had some bad luck in the 3rd inning, but so we're gonna quick manage now. Let's see here. So what happens with Corey Dickerson? Well, Goldschmidt was caught stealing. All right, thank you. Dickerson singles. And then Tyler O'Neill goes yard. So just like that, it's a 4-1 lead. So hang on just a minute. All right, sorry about that. My wife was texting me. All right, let's go to the next at bat. Harrison Bader grounds out. Yadier Molina singles. Dylan Carlson strikes out. So Daniel Vogelbach steps in. He pops up. 1 away for O'Neill Cruz, batting 5th. He singles. He's 2 for 3 on the day, his first 2 major league hits. Michael Chavis, he walks. Been on first and second for Sawinski. And he bombs one out of the park, and this game is tied. Jack Flaherty running into trouble here in the 6th. And just like that, the Pirates have this game tied at 4. Marisnick then strikes out and a fly out. So Tommy Edmonds steps in. He pops up for the first out. Mundo Sosa flies out for out number 2. And Arenado flies out, a 1-2-3 7th. So that was a good piece of pitching there for Kranick. And Brian Hayes steps in to lead off the bottom half of the 7th here. It's a pitching change. Steven Matz gets the call. I'm not sure why they're using Steven Matz as a reliever, but okay. And a single for Brian Hayes, his first of the season. Diego Castillo singles. Hayes gets around to 3rd. So 1st and 3rd, nobody out for Brian Reynolds. And he hits a sac fly, and the Cardinals are behind here at the Pirates home opener 5-4. Daniel Vogelbach steps in with a chance to extend the lead if he can grab a hold of one. And unfortunately, he hits into a double play. So that retires the side. But the Pirates take the lead in the 7th. Goldschmidt, Dickerson, and O'Neill do up for the Birds. And there's a pitching change. Chris Stratton gets a call from the bullpen. And he gets Goldschmidt to fly out. He gets Dickerson to ground out. He walks Tyler O'Neill. And then got a fly out. So O'Neill Cruz steps up, 2 for 3 on the day. He's 3 for 4 now after that single. Michael Chavis steps in. He strikes out. Sawinski steps in, 1 for 2. He lines out. A little bit of bad luck there. Marisnick steps in. He's 1 for 3. And he walks. So 1st and 2nd for Roberto Perez. If he could come through here, we could really use an insurance run. And instead, he grounds out. So to the 9th we go. Still up by a run. It's going to be Molina, Carlson, and Edman for the Birds. Pitching change as David Bednar, the Pirates closer, comes in trying to shut the door and get the win in this season opening game. Molina flies out. Carlson strikes out. Edmonds, the last hope for the Cardinals. And he hits a double, and he's in scoring position for Sosa. Sosa steps in, and he strikes out, and the Pirates get the win in the season opener. That's a good start to the year. That is something I really wanted to see right there. All right. So, we're not going to go 0 and 162. That's good to know. So, let the Pirates celebrate their win here in the season opener at home, as the outfielders just bump butts together for whatever reason. So, but it's a good thing for the Pirates. That 3-run blast really got the game turned around. Thompson gets a no decision. He pitched solid. It wasn't spectacular, but it was solid. Solid, rather. There you can see some of the notables. Tyler O'Neill, homer, 2 RBIs. Tommy Edman, 2 for 5 with a double. Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And Arenado, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Star of the game for the Pirates, though, was O'Neill Cruz. 3 for 4 with a homer and RBI. Jack Sawinski with that big 3-run bomb, as he really turned the offense around right there in the 6th. Got the game tied. Diego Castillo, 2 for 3 with a double, and Brian Reynolds, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. So, all in all, a solid first outing. So I can't complain about the offense there. See the box score there: 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Bucks. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Cards. Kranick gets the win, Matz with the loss, and Bednar with his first save of the year. So all in all, gotta say I'm pleased with this outcome. So, first game of the franchise, and we get a win. You can't beat that. And you can't teach that. Oh, sorry. I saw Enzo and Big Cass entirely too many times. All right, so that's the first game of the year, a 5-4 win for the Buccos. Is that a harbinger of things to come, or is that just a mirage in a sea of despair? Ooh, poetry. Right, so I got some XP and I got some stubs. And boom, boom, boom. And there we go. And at least for one day, we've got the Pirates in first place. So, let's see what the... No, that's not what I meant. View today's games. In other action, Mets beat the Nationals 11-3. DeGrom over Strasburg. Tampa beat Boston 4-1. Glasnow over Sale. Milwaukee by 1 over the D-backs. Twins over the White Sox 2-0. Rangers over the Yankees 2-1. Blue Jays beat up Baltimore 6-2. Royals lose their opener 4-2 to the Cleveland Guardians. Miami over Atlanta 8-6 as the World Series champions start off their defense with a loss in Miami. The Cubs lose 3-2 to Cincinnati. We'll see how the Reds do this year after they blew up their team. Philadelphia over Houston 3-2. San Diego by 3 over the Giants. The Dodgers doubled up the Rockies 4-2. Oakland by a pair over the Angels. Ohtani takes the loss in his first start of the year. Seattle beats Detroit in a slugfest 7-6. And as we just saw, the Cardinals fall to the Pirates in the home opener for the Buccos 5-4. So, nobody in AA, nobody in AAA. So, there we go. So that was your first franchise game of the year. So, not sure what you think about it, but I thought it was a pretty decent matchup. So, got a win. That's all you can ask for. So, I've got stuff I've got to do this morning, so that is going to be it for now. I hope you all have a good Monday. Hope you all had a great Mother's Day. and I will talk to you again on Wednesday. Peace.